Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some pretty big and exciting news to go cover over here when it comes to the Switch 2 and its official release. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, my very first impressions are a little bit more on the negative side. So this might be more of a little bit of a negative video, but I do want to go and say to the community, and also if anyone randomly watches this video, I myself am actually quite excited for it. I will be a day one buyer. I did already go and register my interest to buy it from the Nintendo store, which we'll cover up here in a second, but there is a few kind of things that I will most likely be making videos on throughout these next few days, or even throughout today itself. Might do one of those big double or triple upload videos, because there's a few things that I myself am not necessarily excited for when it comes to the Switch 2. Now, there is a lot of cool features, and I am excited for a brand new Nintendo console, and well, obviously new games are also announced too. If any of you guys are into Hollow Knight, I am very happy. And as well, we also did have a brand new exclusive too as well, coming directly from the Switch from a company that we weren't expecting. But at the same exact time, there is a few caveats and things that I would like to break on down. And I think some of you guys would agree, because things like Nintendo charging a very high amount of money for their physical and digital games, things being kind of somewhat segued out as well from the physical realm, with a lot of things being digital, and of course just the fact that the console itself is cool, but for $500, if you factor in the Mario Kart bundle, is kind of a lot of money too as well. So we're going to be definitely ranting about this the next few days, but there's good and there's also bad. So of course, I want to hear your first impressions and reactions on the Nintendo Switch too. And of course, if you guys are brand new, please subscribe. For the next few days, we'll probably have a little bit more coverage of this too as well. We also have the Twitters and Twitch links down below. And of course, I'm going to probably put the link for the register as well if you guys have missed this. Basically on the Nintendo website, they have it. So if you want to go and register in pre-order for your Nintendo Switch 2, like I said, I'll put this in the description itself alone, but you guys can basically have a chance to register. You do, I believe, have to have a Nintendo account too as well, and I also have had purchase, like the actual online, I believe. I could be mistaken on that one, but anyway, you just have to make sure you have an account. It's kind of nice for scalpers. We'll talk about that too. So first and foremost, that's it. We have a lot of things to break on down, and like I said, there's gonna be a few individual videos in this too as well. But number one, first and foremost, and this is a big one, I definitely will be making a video on this later on, is that they want to go and up the price for all the Switch 2 games. It'll be costing up to $80 for digital and $94 physical. It's kind of the big recap for it. We'll break it down more later on. But for this, we also did go and see like the Donkey Kong game that was at $70. I'm really anti this. You guys will see this in my tweets. You guys will see me complain about this in my Twitch stream. You guys will see me complain about this on this video, future videos, a separate video topic, everything. I do not like the idea of Nintendo being greedy. And I've always had the idea that Nintendo is like the family console, and sometimes gaming is all some people have. And $90 for a game like this is absolutely crazy, and I've been seeing a lot of people on the media not being okay with this. Very expensive. Now, once again, though, like I said, the Donkey Kong Bonanza game is at $70, so maybe those like mostly chill games are gonna be $70, but that's still kind of a lot either way. And I'm assuming all the big mainstay games will be $80. Like I think a Zelda game, think Mario games, maybe Metroid Prime, we'll have to see. And well, I'm just not the biggest fan of that. I'll be fully honest with you guys, first impressions, because obviously we're gonna be seeing other things like other big companies that will most likely have very mediocre games come on out, and they're gonna end up charging a lot more money. But that's probably just a topic for a separate video. Now, we've also had a few guys kind of missed it, and also recaps on too. The Nintendo Switch 2, we covered this on the leak video, kind of has like a game key, and this game key is also probably intertwined with them having a game sharing thing, because you basically have like a mini disc on your console, and you can kind of family share and then give those games out to your friends and play it too as well if you sync it. So I do believe they're trying to go push more towards game key cards, which is also the end of physical, which would probably be another proper topic for me that I want to break on into, because this is kind of giving me like dystopian, we're Nintendo, we can do whatever we want because we are Nintendo vibes. Not a fan. Will I still be buying the console probably day one? Yes. Will I enjoy a lot of the games on there? Yes. Am I a hater? No, but I am going to critique it pretty heavily because I don't like this being a set standard in the gaming community. And of course, if you guys disagree, would love to hear your thoughts, but I'm not happy with it. Like spending more money, I will never be happy on. If someone wants to defend Nintendo on that, you need to be going to a different house, a different room, different bedroom, because you ain't gargling those in this community. Like, that's crazy. Like, don't spend more money on video games. I would have been very happy, and I probably would not have had such a negative reception on the Switch 2 due to the fact if they would have made it work. But as well, also, like, they're kind of doing a little more social too. Kind of like the, I guess, first initial reactions and all. They're gonna be a little bit more social. I want to try working things kind of like a Discord on there, and I think I'm cool with that, although Nintendo's usually a bit late. Think about how long it took for them to get internet on their consoles, like a proper working online, and it was a little bit just outdated. I mean, I'm curious to see how it's going to work out and plan out. Same with like this key card stuff, same with like game sharing stuff. It is different and it is unique, so I'm intrigued on that. I also do want to go talk about the scalping thing too, which they do have these phases, and there is also going to still be a pre-order wave for retailers on the 9th, I believe. So we were, I think, kind of right on that one. We were wrong on the price. I was thinking 400, it's 450, which is also kind of expensive. We should talk about that too as well. They also have different versions of the consoles too. Like, you guys might see me talk on this in separate videos. But if you guys are curious, it's $450 on the main console, $500 for the Mario Kart bundle, which you would be saving money on due to the fact that they're trying to charge up the Mario Kart bundle itself. And of course, like, it's not as big. Like, the Switch 2 is 1080p, okay. 4K is kind of standard. Up to 120 FPS, that's okay. We've seen other things like, you know, like all those other handhelds like the ROG Ally and stuff like that. A lot of those Steam Decks, they usually run a little bit better. They do have LCD screen with HDR support. They did get rid of the OLED to save money on cost. Not the biggest fan of that. Joy-Cons being magnetic, really cool. The bigger buttons, really cool. Larger control sticks, don't mind. Mouse controls, I thought that was nifty. Built-in mic, and we saw that on the PS5 controller. Who kind of cares? Better speakers, good. I would say good. 3D audio, good. New stand, good. USB-C ports, good. 256 gigabytes of storage, a little bit low. I would have been happy more with 500, especially at $450. New dock supports 4K, which we got. Apparently those leaks were then wrong. We made a video on that before. My apologies. That guy even said in that video that was just rumors, so at least we can own up to it. Fan ventilation dock, that's good. Probably make the run a lot cooler, better design, as you guys can probably go and see from the picture itself. And of course, as well, they have backwards compatibility with the Switch 1. That's probably the biggest thing. Massive thumbs up. I'm getting a lot of red flags. That one right there is a massive green flag, if I had to go and say. Now, obviously, there's also different things too as well for these game upgrades. We'll talk about this in separate stuff, but basically you can go and also have a chance to go and pick up and upgrade your games on certain vibes. Nintendo Switch Online and expansion pack members can play on this Nintendo Switch 2 will soon gain access to upgrade packs for both The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom games, allowing them to enjoy the Nintendo Switch 2 editions of these games at no additional cost. If I'm insulting them for charging more money and all these other various negative things, I have to go give them some good graces, where they are going to be doing this mostly for free or Nintendo loyalists. So I think overall that kind of bouncing on up for the actual launch itself, at least in my opinion. But at the same time, we also do have some pretty big game announcements too, such as Silksong. I myself, very big fan of Hollow Knight. I know it's a very strong community. People are very, very excited about this one. And well, this is, I think, what people would want. Like, I myself wanted games. I want a reason to buy the Switch. And granted, I have a PC. Probably be playing a lot more games on my PC. I have a PS5. Probably be playing a lot more games on my PS5. But when it comes to exclusives, I think that's going to be nice. Like, we have to see more of these Nintendo exclusives, Metroid Primes, new Marios, new Zeldas, although some may take some time due to how not too long ago some have been released, like Tears of the Kingdom. But at the same time, I'm excited. And as well, we also are kind of seeing, like, I guess just better specs, so more people can play different various games. And something like Hollow Knight, which is like, you know, a side-scroller 2D platformer, this is the perfect game to be announced at a Nintendo Switch 2 conference, and also one of the more perfect games out there in general. But obviously, as I mentioned too, we'll definitely do a more of a, I guess, like, proper video. We were seeing even rumors too of GTA hitting $100. This is going to be definitely another video, but like, this sucks. $80 for Mario Kart, and it sucks because I'm going to buy it. I will be buying this. Other people I know will be buying this. Families, parents will be buying this. So it sucks. Like, I really don't like this. It's one of those, like, we got you, Howard Nintendo, we got you. And like, it's, So, I mean, this is not the world's worst launch. Like, I will probably buy one. I don't want to admit that. I will probably buy one. I'm intrigued on it. We'll see if there's gonna be scalpers or not. I do like the idea as well that Nintendo did have their pre-order is pretty chill. So maybe this will take away a lot of stuff. Like, if we could still register interest, maybe it's not gonna be that bad. I will probably be trying to maybe buy like a Walmart or a Target just to make sure and like pick it up in person. But like, hey, this is not bad. Like, this is kind of cool. Although we saw this with the PlayStation 2 as well, so it's not the world's worst thing. Price point's a little high. Spec-wise, not as good as I was expecting. I do like their little nifty trinkets they added. New games coming out. Like, I'm mostly very mid on it, to be fully honest. There's good and there's bad. I'm kind of want to sit on it. I just really am kind of salty on the prices and also the price increases. I do think it's a little bit greedy, especially as it's supposed to be more of the family console. So I would love to hear your thoughts on all this down below. There's definitely a lot more to cover on the channel, so please subscribe if you guys are interested in the Switch 2, the news, the drama, all that stuff. And of course, I appreciate you guys all very much for watching here in the first place. We have the Twitters and Twitch streams down below if you guys are curious as well. And you guys are all fantastic. I'll talk to you guys all soon on the next video.